Let everything around you become quiet for a moment, my child, because I need you to listen carefully. You did not come across these words by accident. You did not simply wander into this moment. I have brought you here because there is something I do not want you to carry in silence for another day. Something happened. You know exactly what I am talking about. You have not told anyone. You have tried to bury it beneath your routines, your responsibilities, your conversations, and the noise of everyday life. You have convinced yourself that if you never speak about it, perhaps it will eventually lose its weight. But I saw it. I saw what happened. I saw the choice you made, the thoughts behind it, the pressure surrounding it, and even the part you try to convince yourself did not really matter. Listen carefully, because I want you to understand my heart. I am not here to destroy you. I am not turning my face away from you. I am confronting the direction you have started walking, because I love you too much to watch you continue towards something that will wound you. There is a difference between being angry at a road and rejecting the person walking on it. You are still mine. You are still loved. You are still chosen. And you are still close enough to hear my voice calling you back. That is why I am speaking now. Since that moment, something inside you has not been at peace. You have continued with your normal life. You have spoken to people. You have laughed when you were expected to laugh. You have completed your responsibilities. You have acted as though everything is normal. But beneath the surface, there has been a heaviness you cannot explain away. You called it exhaustion. You called it stress. You told yourself it would disappear with time. But that uneasiness was not meaningless. It was an invitation to stop. I allowed your heart to become unsettled, so you would look honestly at what was happening within you. I did not give you that discomfort to torment you. I did not give it to make you hate yourself. I allowed it to become a signal. Pain tells the body that something needs attention. In the same way, conviction can tell the soul that something needs to be brought into the light. But instead of becoming still, you became louder. You filled your schedule. You distracted your mind. You surrounded yourself with people who would not ask difficult questions. You avoided silence because you knew that when everything became quiet, you would hear the questions you had been trying to escape. And that is what concerns me now. The decision may have happened in one moment, but the avoidance continued long afterward. My child, I want you to understand something important. There was a king who took what did not belong to him and then tried to arrange everything so no one would discover the truth. He returned to his position. He continued his responsibilities. He carried on as if nothing had happened. But I sent Nathan to confront him, not because I wanted to destroy him, because I wanted to rescue him from the consequences of remaining hidden. There was also a prophet who heard my instruction and traveled in the opposite direction. He went below deck and tried to sleep while the storm surrounded him. The storm was not proof that I had abandoned him. It was evidence that I was pursuing him. Sometimes my mercy does not look like comfort. Sometimes my mercy interrupts the road you are taking. Sometimes I would rather shake the sea around you than allow you to sail peacefully towards something that will destroy your peace. That is what I am doing with you now. I am stopping you before a small turn becomes a completely different destination. You have told yourself that what happened was insignificant. Maybe the action itself seemed small, but direction matters. A road can shift by only 1 degree and still take you somewhere completely different after enough time. I am not trying to destroy you because of one wrong step. I am correcting the direction, while the correction can still be made. And I know why you made the choice. I know the pressure you were under. I know what you were afraid of losing. I know how long you had been waiting. I know the moment when you became tired of waiting for me to move and decided you would handle everything yourself. None of this surprised me. But understanding why you made the choice does not mean I will pretend the choice never happened. Love does not only comfort. Love also corrects. A loving father does not watch a child walk toward danger and remain silent simply because speaking up might feel uncomfortable. I am speaking firmly because I am close, not because I am far away. And now I need you to understand what is at stake. There's something you have prayed about, something you have carried in your heart. Something you have mentioned to me more times than you have mentioned it to anyone else. It has not been forgotten. It has not disappeared. It has not automatically been given to someone else. but you're trying to reach it while walking in a direction that cannot lead you there. And I will not force what I have prepared into a path you refuse to leave. This is not the sound of a door slamming shut. This is the sound of a door still open while I call you to turn around. Do not mistake my correction for rejection. I am not saying, you are finished. I am saying, come back. You may have felt something inside you while hearing these words. Do not immediately silence it. That conviction is not the same as condemnation. Condemnation tells you that you are hopeless. Correction tells you that you can change direction. Condemnation pushes you away from me. Correction pulls you closer. So stay with me, because I need to show you where this actually began. It did not begin with your hands. It began much earlier. It began in your thoughts. Long before the action, you allowed an idea to remain in your mind. You knew it did not align with what I was asking from you, but instead of rejecting it, you entertained it. You gave it room. You told yourself you were only thinking about it. You told yourself that considering something was not the same as doing it. But what remains in the mind long enough can eventually become familiar to the heart. And what becomes familiar can begin to feel acceptable. That is why I told you to guard your heart. Your choices often begin in places nobody else can see. There was a moment when you hesitated. You felt something inside you say, wait. You could not explain why. You simply knew something was wrong.